Hello art students, Miss Russ here, and we are going to learn about shading. The purpose of shading is to make your shapes look like forms, even though they are all two-dimensional. Let me tilt you down and I'll show you how you do this. So this is the full sheet that I'm going to go over, and this is the starting point. What you are going to notice is that this is the ending point. So that looks like an actual ball on my paper, even though it's totally flat. So here's how we begin. We get ourselves an ebony pencil. Now you can use other pencils to shade, but we are going to learn with ebony. You never ever want to drop your ebony pencil on the ground because inside here the lead is super soft and you can break it. See how that lead is broken? I tried sharpening this over and over again and the lead kept breaking. That was a sign this pencil had been dropped on the ground. So be really careful of that. Then you are going to have shape tracers. Don't use the daddy shape. Don't use the mommy shape. Don't use the big sister shape. Or use the big sister shape, sorry. Third one down. Okay, so for this video, you're going to see me using what I'm going to call the mommy size, but you want to use like the big sister size, or whoever is the oldest in your family. Maybe it's a big brother. So you are going to first start with figuring out how to do what I call cyclones. So you push down with your ebony pencil, and you don't have to push down really hard, and then you slowly let up so that it gets lighter and lighter and lighter. Many of you, this will take 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 tornadoes. And you can get fun by making the actual tornado shape if it keeps you entertained, but it's really learning how to go from dark all the way to light. Once you've done several of those, you'll notice that I have several here. You're going to try out your tortillon. Now sometimes they'll be handmade ones like this, where I just took paper towel, never Kleenex, because Kleenex has oils in it. So a paper product that has no oils, and I just wrap it around itself and tape it. Or we might have real ones, and they might be called blending stumps or tortillons, which essentially means that it only has one side. And instead of going side to side like you did when you shade, you're going to go in small little circles. And you'll notice it smooths out your lines. And even you can almost shade with the tortillon itself. Okay, once you've done that, you're going to experiment with your eraser. A lot of times people think the erasers are to take away mistakes, but actually this is another drawing tool. We might only have one size, or we might have multiple sizes, but you can practice going in and actually changing and modifying what you do so that you are almost drawing with the eraser. Okay, then you're ready to take your circle form and trace it. Now keep in mind, I'm going to be using the bigger one. You are using the third size down. Then what you want to think about is where's the sun. So we're going to go ahead and draw an old school sun, right? We know this isn't what the sun looks like, but we're going to draw it this way because it makes it easier. You have to think about where are the rays hitting my circle. And then you're going to make small circles that slowly get bigger as you go out. And you're going to use this to help you figure out how to shade. Then you are going to take your tornadoes, and this time you are going to put them on your form, but you're going to respect your form. So your ball has curved sides. So your tornadoes have to curve to match the ball. So it's going to go dark, and notice I go really slow and I stay right inside that space. And then every time I get to a new band, I go lighter and lighter and lighter. My goal is to be doing almost nothing by the time I get to the top. Let's see that one more time. Push down, lighter and lighter as I get to a band, until I have almost nothing. Once you do that, so here's that again, then it's gonna start to look like this, but you need to use the tortillon to get rid of all your marks. So I'm gonna show you here. So this one's just been tortilloned. So you essentially go in little circles all the way around, just like I did here. But notice that it got too dark, right? The tortillion's gonna make everything really dark. So this is where we go back with our eraser, and then we're gonna draw with our eraser. So we're gonna do little tornadoes, but this time we're gonna use our eraser. And it will probably take you several times of doing pencil, tortillon, eraser on the exact same circle before all of a sudden it starts to look like a ball. The trick to making it really pop out is to go in with your eraser and clean off all your smudges, and don't forget to add a shadow. The shadow is going to be the ball stretched out going the opposite way of the sun. This is a super hard skill that takes years and years of practice, but it is one that totally pays off in the end. So with that, as always, happy art making. Bye.